Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Tezos, its valuations against Bitcoin. Looking at the, I guess, multi-week drop that we've had from the last local peak that we made in early fall, sometime in October. Um, Remember, if you do like this video, the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. Tezos at the moment is currently trading at $6.31 from a high of about $9. We almost hit $10 from that last run, which is fairly impressive. Against Bitcoin, we're currently trading at about 10,000 Satoshis, 10,162 Satoshis to be exact, coming from the high of almost 20,000 Satoshis. With this recent move down, we're from candle body to where we are now. It's about a 42-43% drop. The biggest drop that we've had thus far. This one's around 40%, and the drop before that was 32, and then finally the one that brought us really down to back into the buy region was much larger. I believe it was about a 80% drop. Yeah, 81.74% drop. So, with this in mind, where do we see ourselves right now? Well, it is a disappointment that we were not able to reach the top of the charts against Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin ratio is still relatively low. However, we can see something on the bright side where we are now consistently making higher lows. Now, this is all dependent on where this current move will take us. But if, for example, it stays where it is, even if it goes any lower, we're talking about higher lows and we're getting consistent higher highs, at least with the Bitcoin ratio. Um, when you look at the US dollar, it looks a little better. I mean, macro, it's been trending up like any kind of altcoin. But from the lows of what we had in July to the fall, it has been a pretty steady increase from there, right? We're talking about a 270% move against the US dollar. And depending on where we land here, we might be looking at another higher low. When we look at the macro chart against USD, you could see that we're consistently hitting support off of this region here. And so this could be a way to kind of time your buys, so to speak. If we do trend down and trend down even lower to here, well, at least it's not in the $2, $2.50, $2.80, $3 range. We're talking at this point, about $4.77. So the lows are getting higher. And so uh, you can rest assured that to some degree your Tezos position will increase in dollar value, especially so if you are staking it. Um, However, the Bitcoin ratio is suspect. Although we are still trending up, I guess you could say. Um, we have yet to make that explosive move like we did back in 2019 in October, where we shot up to the top of the buy region, came back down, and then ultimately went to our one of our highest peaks of this chart. So at the moment right now, with Bitcoin being the way it is, essentially moving sideways for the past 3 weeks, going maybe on four. It's Thursday. We have 3 days left in the week. Um, we'll see how this happens. I have an inkling that Bitcoin will be making a move. However, if it's prolonged weeks, like almost months of just sideways moving action at the prior all-time high, there is a chance for altcoins to take the reins. And you kind of saw that uh, last week and earlier this week, where we saw Basic Attention Token kind of make its move, NFT coins making its move, and now you see uh, for prolonged period, Ethereum making its move over the past 3 weeks, and right now VeChain's up 8%, perhaps making another move against Ethereum and Bitcoin. And here's hoping that Tezos could also be part of that conversation as well. because we know if Bitcoin volatility is low and it's just moving sideways, it shows confidence in the market to say that Bitcoin is not going anywhere. That $60,000 is the new support, and then we can see more risk taking um, for altcoins, and that's how altcoins move up. Alternatively, if Bitcoin decides to make a move to the upside or the downside, if the former, Tezos might not be able to keep up with Bitcoin against its Bitcoin ratio, but I would be I would strongly think that the U.S. dollar would be carried, and we would see a higher dollar valuation at some point. Uh, Alternatively, if the latter, the US dollar and Bitcoin valuation would both go down. And we could be seeing something, maybe hitting support at this bottom line here. If it were to happen this week, then we might be looking at about a $3.66 Tezos. But note that the longer we go over in time, theoretically, the price support should also rise as well. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.